had changed because some of the sponsors in the last government could not make it up to the ninth parliament. Then we have to go through the advice of the Asian department and all other stakeholders who were involved. Who have changed anyway. Had changed because some of the sponsors in the last government could not make it up to the ninth parliament. Then we have to go through the advice of the Asian department and all other stakeholders who were involved. Then we have to get the new parliament, the new members, to understand what all these things are about. And you look at the law, and you know the copious instruments and laws on human rights. All of that, we have to go through all from the UN Charter to the African People's Rights and what all we have to go through all. Then we have also our development partners who have a lot of contribution to make. We have the United Nations coming in with proposals, some people and everything. We as Ghanaians also have to dig deeper into our cultures, our customs, our values before we came up with what was passed on Friday. And in fact, when it was passed on Friday, it was even a surprise to me. Because I know that we're going to start consideration of the bill. And that was the instructions I left before I went to attend to other activities. It was Friday and members wanted to go home early to their constituencies. The one we're going to see today. So I knew they would have completed it. But all of a sudden, I read about this passage. I reacted. And later, I saw on TV all the things that happened. And so this evening, I have asked the leaders to meet me in my office. So they will be here for us to go through it. This is such a critical bill that we believe there must be consensus. But it's not about passing the bill. It's about implementing it and making sure that it benefits the people. So leaders of both sides of the house will be able to be this evening for us to discuss what next after the passage of the bill. And I'm very sure that being men and women of wisdom will find a way out and to get all Ghanaians to buy it. We are grateful to all those who have come out to the community.
Do you make meaning out of the organ?
Undi, Dobuki. Abla na yewa be mu. Na speaker babe no nim de yepa o. And he decided to play political games with his position. And na edininya. We me if I'm making meaning of it. Yes. Bribery. If something me making meaning. Yes, it's true. Say Bill no consideration stage. Oh no, okay, be say it was a Ghana for nyina because it's not about passing bills. It's about producing the policy document. A be beneficial to the people of Ghana. Inti say ukoye sa ade no uko shemra ne mra no mfa so ni so o man Ghana. A wasted time.
Why the rush?
Sorry the engineer. But in any case, since we pass here, we pass here, and no lanajo. We pass in the way.
29
and then
first. And then first. And then
first. And then Mampany John Doman Mama sent it.
There be only on my book.
And yon was say, oh, one demon transmitting command no I sent it. Ways where there. You know, so they fire man on no sent it.
Says what kind? It's all behind.
Now, all transmitting man or Mampany air.
Now, on Navy
or Mampany aircraft no team office in your home.
You just saw the fear of the kind.
To know one sign will you
sense of just your buyer.
One sign, I don't say that now. I don't know one sign. I don't know who answer. I'm Panina Lupe now, the number you know. Open Musas will know office woman. All right, so if I'm making meaning of the your friend say, Honorable Babi Kana, and Kaye, and Yan ni ye be our yen and no da. What did they make you know? And Canadian ye, I say he's too sober. It's as if say Onimu Safedi or no crown way number 2. And said he now catching about me as one day number 2. No, he's forgetting about himself. Oh, is he not the one? No person watch. Let's say we bet me impeach.
By now, why didn't check?
Is he not the one? Now leadership of Parliament, Colabo, what's it so invite him now the way forward? You were talking to President Akufo-Addo like an Arabian king. Okasa, Okokoso, say we speaker.
A court, no, so I a press conference. Speak or your press conference.
And I knew her. That time, no near Buano, near Yebibia, or co hospital $1.1 million. Now I were comfortable 6 months.
And then you are a Reverend Bagdin. Why is Suba? Why is Suba? That buying Abba. Hey! We are Simba and then Alban Baby said, Ajima air canoe, Dimina. We have to. I was surprised. They were surprised. You are surprised. I go forward to the have added Sadia the San come back na court. I deal with court. No a press conference. And then the bag. Hey, Baby, I catch you. Kroma say. Courts cannot order Parliament to do what they yes, exactly.
They have decided not to do.
Yeah.
Baby was behaving like a supreme on his own.
And then the Ghana for rally na the Ghana for the Ghana for the come Akufo-Addo. No. And one year pe. I come Akufo-Addo no na Ghana for pe. Na Ghana for pe. No one go.
Sam George catch there say what video so catch there say. Bill na yen no Ghana hanu no. It was so good say Kenya for be far bill no and they only changed and nyama bi ana was rokwa and omo pass here sana Sam George kai. And that same Sam George and what Parliament one ma ahwa me ayen sisa was bill na no was here pa na Kenya for kola giye and so heading kwa no sisa no ye no and Sam George to and after the family values na hu hia bim.
I will be free leaders. My conjunction. I didn't actually where you want to come here Akufo-Addo so on side. Move for regional one and on side. When you have conjunction there, who you? As
I'm right. I don't know who you have him. Mr. Useless President, useless Minister. South Africans and xenophobia and idea. It's unfortunate South African, but African continent in us. South African. Say Yebe Tuabano. One is an Ghana for 2 guitar for Nigeria for stores in woman. Oh, Kruma, it's a football match. Your bonu Kruma won't tell money away. I just say, oh, baby. In the South Africa for Nayan, once a year. South Mania China for Nisi pick up mono. Oko China, Sana no Macasi is
but Kumba, the shops bear saloons bear 5. But then I think so. It's only a young child,
1983, ye Pamo, Nigeria for Momo, Nigeria for Pam Ghana for Momo by, Yak Pam Nigeria for Moma Koda. And Subaya was seeing in a fab baby, the Jammy say, a young crowfobi communist, no, Omude, at the tongue crop wagging to say, Munya, you might be called, say, Ubina Ajimo Jumaye. That is ideological nonsense. Teaching say we live in a world of group competition. Inti baby nipa bit pia. I was say your competitive edge, you know. So when we see there, now Pejo said the bear bit me a bobra. Now one year nyai sa man say because we see into me here, xenophobia we yinti me nyai. NDC for woman nyai sa my ideology na wo mutim no. Ideology emphasis when so the came is outmoded.
The ideology.
Communism, socialism is an outmoded woman. Yes, Subino.
And maybe people might wonder, say, what has that got to do with xenophobia?
Capitalist capitalist open borders. All right. MPP for. Say, what's here buying a coffee after buy? Africa continental free trade. European borders. Say, we be Ghana ni beti ya jumo Cote d'Ivoire ni beti ya jumo Ghana ni beti ya jumo South Africa. India basa gwedi gwedi die biemu no obi eyebi yes sir na socialist na ka kire nkrofo say ye capitalist ye biemu na dwadie ne ba o man ne flourish no nkrofo na abaji ya adwuma nti na munya adwuma nye no ma ha se yes yes man no na o yes sir o bo so ma chichiri unse South Africa mampanyi o ma chichiri ne nza egu na chi
yeah
because if you agura we lose relations
yeah
it is xenophobia we are kwaso yi ene ye ka enya Ghana fo nko NDC for ba ya yekoye China for sa ye pam da my mazi mu koye anyway no ma years antu no de Ghana for account first no mu fi Ghana for efiri tete abrofo na nkasa no akla no moto no omo di ye omo a mo nkom krom no mo kum omo di omo japade to extent say okọ South Africa baabi wa na abrofo te na bibifo nkọ wo say okọ ho a abrofo nya wo mbeku because omo di adi omo a bere e wo ho da e kan ye nti na afi ne hu say kwan ne ntene.
Okay, so it's not the first time though, but
e kan ye nti na hu say kwan ne ntene, but e wo Africa nyina Africa ma mind bebrebe e na wo so mukrom no e wo ho eye socialist party for no e na de sa ade no e Russia ni e China na shase
but ajwe
da okay fuwala e kosoro fuwala e kosoro no e beto akosoro na abusuafo nhwe ni ye sa tamo a na fuwal nsensem baaye no Russia and Ukraine kontokwa because of COVID na ewiase nsensem ayeden na fuwa pagya na bon mu pagya no because bi say adia na asama fuwa no kon ayeden pa ni say in 2015 abra no mampanyin John Dramani Mahama enhunu ba ha emfa ye fenze kuranhye mu no ena wakoye deregulation of the downstream petroleum sector say obia betimi akofa fuwa la beton ena obia nso betimi aton fuwa wa bla aban fa nsa nhye mu okofa ba aton no bo ne pepepe wo yiwie ya mraboni no oja akoye enti fuel management na ado danko akufuado any Dr. Baumia manage no that was not the type of management that were being managed under the previous administrations and abako enti die na ado no moye no was a more difficult one eduru fiada na OMCs na omo ko akoto fuel na akoto dollar e de akogu dem na dollar bo ye den omo koto ba se ye kasi ye ba ehye fuel bo a omo na kotena se fa adwen to when the decide so only cost and also only from and here full cost recovery and if you are na do dan kwaku for Dr. Baumia manage no na it was innovative na your manager bi wa Ghana hada and ya hwe ho ye ne yadane akonwa ne ma omampanyin John Dramani Mahama ontimi manage that type of fuel also about no the only thing they could do ni say fuel an ka twam ha o empremionu ya say yes so no wom subsidize womu se na ni ya nyan that time na nsensem no dose dodo enti won kwachi wuntumi no mchi abronye eno won subsidize fuel no e de surplus wo manim guase I can't do it forever entimi ntina ho da afi no maje mu na ekro no se ya hwe ya ba bia fuel be kono ye yem be hye because they are not leading the country, they are managing it. Amai se one two anamo and say who two anamo edu amai ne kan na wo ye wadwen say dada na wo ho na wo be ya me say amane de se wo mpo ye ne na tie de ba be to kwam na amane no to kwam a that is where you will suffer. Enti ye nuanom no na ye ka kire o mu say fuwa na ye ka no enya yi a no mo ka ho asem ene wo mo say fuwa bo no wo mu nyantum mame kire ade GPRT Ghana Road Coordinating one woni sa wo mu nipa na no ka na se no ni nua ne ba chamfo NDC regional secretary no onu an kasa ba chamfo me ko program of Fox FM e no ka kire m so no wone ne te se nuafo enti ena de what did they mention? Why were no mre? When fuel was 14.2 as a 14.3, who instigated driver for someone to case scheme? And the fuel was 15.20. Oh, catch us a young said here, OJ. Yeah, buy, no. Fuel and we must say a koya could do 23 at the peak hour. Meboa per liter. Yet, Mr. F. Coy to manage fuel no man by 11. Yeah, the coalitions due to some your friends say. Unexpected ya coalitions mu a your friend says exaggeration in your money ma beba enti na fuwa no musa pajae and a quote 13 point something close to 14. Therefore no more agitate you the same person no more agitate see and took a scam because the quote 13 and then in 15 o ka kire say me antum na afi de mate say na mbaka kire say 31 25 ya kire 31 o ka kire koku akuafo no say bi na asa be ka kire afi de me antum mi wa keke case kanu ade ha adwene kura ne say ade ha adwene ne say case kan driver for not to move time 5 dada wo ena mi kuro no mo say o kwa under normal circumstances case kan ufi kaje ti yakwa kuro no ma 4 cities then the driver for ne 10 cities for the first time in first Sophia among from Kwaso, and who so yes as to be that. And no la, my family can't pay. Missy be free as Sophia, or people say Junction, AC is overcall. I intentionally didn't talk to him. Met in whatever was a Junction A series overcall. It is going there. What would you do over better than to say, can we are tomorrow? What is it? And I'm with that crab, VIP, I'm a 140, and I'm one. Ya two mudada. Edu tu wanu say ye nyanka so bia to mudam na ye da he ma ne ye da.
Meda say enche de no se ka se bono bebra ben cross over to Collins enche. Now answer the member Collins abemu no. For Muambo feels President Mahama oba be side bill no so on side. President Mahama as you oba on side bill no adia no now to so de bag be na hihya honda all ka we na was a President Mahama kwa kopie mu ewa manone na me kind of protocol say bia bi agema no obetumi a kire mu a President Mahama so oba on side o kambrofo agu yeso na buntie wa kopie mu ewo amanone na Chatham House London and okohia mu na oka LGBTQ ho ensem na nsem oka ne say da bi o mra no ade no ye wo nwa yo enye so obujitu ma na oba besan yo ese ofi wani na ohwem na ade no kra no mu ana wo bra hye fie sa ada no kra no mo no so they couldn't form quorum but the main kind of mean some time ko na o say President John Dramani Mahama says the recently passed Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill will face further scrutiny before it can become law. He noted that the procedural issues surrounding its passage mean there is still quite a while to go. Speaking at Chatham House in London on the first day of the Pride Month, Mr. Mahama outlined the multiple stages the bill must still navigate after Parliament passed it on May 29, 2026. The President said the bill originated as a private member's motion, not a government bill, and will now be subject to legal and constitutional review. Hey! Once the President gets it, once the President gets it, you go through it because you are not part of the discussion in Parliament, Mahama told the London audience. The legal representative, the legal counsel in the presidency and the Attorney General will sit on it and make sure that everything is in order before the President is advised to assent. President Mahama also pointed to two specific issues that had been raised regarding the bill's passage: the lack of quorum when the Parliament voted and the procedural lapses during the process. Earlier today, Speaker of Parliament, I didn't know what I say. I'll say you, kill him, Babemba Collins, Babemba Collins, Column, said them column, your form column of Parliament, you know, president in this side. Collins. She said the idea that did the President Bowles right. Or see, I feel no be free la dia no crime red bata hono and by as private members bill and after government yi the legal hair Kilentia me ba to meet you Collins
no omo de ade ne ba say de be ya no ma omo ya enyenya e be ka ho asem no eno ne ba na apepa sa ne oma na omo eye no because mo de na Sam George pe say okachire obi a say edane omude command na president former president I assigned to na mo de wo hu say yetimi scrutinize man what I say look at how hypocritical John Dramani Mahama me de I keep on saying say o man omuntimi mu efoforo no enti ye ma kwan say ye be ma NPP aban no aba no abehwe no atoto no mani yie because woman na wo sa akade e de bu man no e de pefe atora kese o mutwitwa ye nyina nyankopon ayi o so krata e bi na ene so ye say ayi o so krata no na e de pefe so o muntimi mu man no o munjanto na de obetima bu ne mefa na won hye o man ni ye e tro no e hu hia because if you say oh yes smart no and last you smartness and last eto munja o ma no mfa mu obi a ono wo akomapa ede mo ma no mra mebu o ma no ma ne mfa ne ntuma pamfra sa no ma wo mu ye de bia o mo de bebe nyina mfa so obi ni so de wo be ka kire se ye yenye no o mu ba no ma polish no
na San George na dey no rush sa and what they post to the Facebook was and the president answer good this and also this is non-negotiable. I hold the firm belief that the president has a duty to the people of Ghana to sign the bill when it is transmitted to him by parliament. The
president is so can
they just don't know what they are doing. It confused people.
Onu hwehwe ni mu a wo ye ya obedi o ba ya wo de atro e ba atro ketrema. On say atro no unya twa ne da ho twen wo. Enioma na wo dwene se obetime de tro anya ni nyina no udi nya ne prekope. Enti ena no kre no eba no udwane anwane. Ene wo kase na o ma panyini kase. Wo kase na o ma panyini wo
na ba ben so de ne de na
ba ben so de ne de enam ho. Na we kase echese mu nyina mu ye confused mu hu de mo ye
confusion na
basa mu hu de mo ye mu hu de wa mu besi abu o ma no eti me empire a me gba 2028 ne beso ne apam wo mu na aba papa aba na nhyehyɛ papa eti mi aba ne nyina ye di so mfaso na atro esi hina ede oyenie ene bre oman yes enti atro na mu twaye no ehuntu nso aso na APAP no they say we ya na we dwane o we ya na we dwane wo Sam George no na wo spearhead sa anti LGBTQ wo na wo spearhead ye hu kwan a wo de fa so ye kase ye nya amendment kra wo se ompene enkrofo e de court na do danko akufade hunim se wo ya astute lawyer enti en saint no so obi a revoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court e wo say ye to ye bo na omuhwe saa adinu mansa na obesan case ni mansa na obesan awasan eno kura wo se da onsa na nadwona we hia bibia enti na eni nim say omu baaye no omu besisa date no omu di ama President John Dramani Mahama na nko asente ye di nim sasa na mo beye because mo se bibia ye kama na Kenya foji ye no ma ye ne kama enti we ba enim se we enkahu hia aw erade enti na enkahu hia enkafu na be ka che se afi na obehwem abra wo waji ade mo manfo nyina eboje to se de wo mu bia eye kama enti na nado danko akufuado asente na se ne ye de abra na wo hu se o so scrutinize de na je se wo koya na sa wo bai na ya se o mu de o maga na anim etwitwiri fom sa eno ne ade eye me ya but ebeduru ho minim so o maga na betuo mu so ka ama MPP aban no aba.
All right, Collins Kingsley of Fair, NPP Communications Director, War Offenso South, and then Meda was Papa Sansu na Richard Ajman, and so Meda was say, Yadino Siakasia Bono Twaso, but big news as President Mahama, or say at the end of the onsite, and yes, or by Ado Sayo, or Befinani, Nwashini Chichi, Nwakaya, pa. Because a woman seven one shall crowd will be the narco court. It's no be kind ye and at the end of private members bill now or my the government parliament is a crowdy panko and I'm a passing bill. Sadia yellow. It's the president so sign it or buy a yes or sign or be kind ye pa.